What's happening, Wrestling Nation? Coach Kennelly here with another episode of Solitary Mind of a Madman. And today I'm going to be talking about what a coach can do for you and really what role that coach should play in your student athlete's life, or maybe your own life, or what role you should play as a coach. So to start off from the top, I'd like to define what is a coach. So if you go all the way back in the old school, a coach is a vehicle to take you from one place to another. We go back to a coach bus, horse-drawn carriage, different examples of someone to take you from somewhere, bring you somewhere else. So a coach, in a sports sense, is supposed to take you from somewhere and bring you to somewhere else. I have a little lines of how much a coach is going to do. I know it's kind of hard to see on there, but as a coach, let's say the distance you want to cover is this long, but it's a little longer than shoulder width apart. As a coach, I can bring you that far. You have to do this amount of work. I could help you get that much. What do I mean by that? Is I want to be your rudder, but not your motor. That's another boat analogy. So the boat's going down, the motor's pushing it. That's your intrinsic motivation. You want to be at practice. You want to be at a workout. You want to be in the mental section. Whatever it is, you're attacking it. You got the motor already rammed up. When you come to practice, you're ready. You're looking, maybe you're bebopping, your shoes are on. You're ready to put in the work. That's the motor. The rudder is I can help you. Getting a little off track, get your head up, you'll finish that single leg a little bit better. The little intricacies along the way, kind of like where you're bowling, think of me as the bumpers where your ball can get the pins a lot easier. You could still get it if the bumpers aren't there and you have no coach, but a coach helps guide that ball and make it a little bit easier, but the coach is not rolling the ball. You got to roll the ball, and I'll help be the bumpers to guide you along the path to getting that strike. Whether your strike is getting on the mat, winning a city title, state title, national, world, Olympic title, whatever it is, we're going to help guide you to that strike because there's proven ways to do it, systems. That gets me to the next point is I can give you a navigation system, but they put the same navigation system into a Maybach and a Honda Accord. You got to decide what car you're pulling up with. Both those cars will get to the destination. A Maybach with a great navigational system will get there a lot faster and a lot smoother. But a Honda Accord with that navigational system, if it follows it, will get there as well. If you're the Maybach, you need to make sure that you use a navigational system. You need to turn it on. You need to tune into these videos. You need to listen to the mental side. You need to listen to the physical side. You need to listen to the spiritual side. You need to be in tune with your body, in tune with everything else. If you don't listen to what the coach is saying, that's like getting in your car, you're driving, you don't put on the GPS. You can make it there, but you might go through a couple neighborhoods you didn't expect to, which is fun. Side quests are great. But if we want to get to our destination A to B as quick as possible, like I'm finishing my takedown, I want to get there, boom, get the finish quick. I don't want to be playing around, go to a bunch of different things and work harder than I have to be. Maybe that's your path, but I'm trying to, as a coach, give you this navigational system to get you there easily. We find out what the best people in the world do and try to emulate it, and then try to add in our own spices so it's not boring, because you don't want to just be a carbon copy. That's why there's never been an Olympic champion who's had their son win an Olympic medal as well. I think every Olympic champion would like their son to do it, so I believe champions are found, they're not made. So the navigational systems are out there, but you got to use it. You then have to take care of your vehicle that you're putting it in. You got to do your nutrition right. You got to do your sleeping right. You got to do your schoolwork right. You got to do your social life right. There's a lot of things that go involved. I mean, life is crazy. A ton goes involved just you being a person. Then you want to add an athlete on that. You want to add a combat athlete on that. You're going to need to live a certain lifestyle, except when you put your foot on that line, you shake hands, you're going to find out the truth. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow. So use your coaches as rudders, not motors. Use the GPS. And if your coach doesn't have a navigational system, go find one that does. You're already watching these videos, email me, tweet me, whatever you got to do to get my contact. I'll give you my navigational systems. I've created some on my own. I've gotten it from a lot of other coaches. They've shared with me. So that's why I make these videos. I'd love to share the information I have with you. I'm going to put the coaches I work with through a coach's training system to develop their own philosophies and make sure ours all align as we start to build this program together. That's what got me thinking about this topic, and the great Deion Sanders. I loved your interview. He was with these dorks called the Nelk Bros, who I really didn't care for. I'll never listen to another one of their podcasts, but when Deion speaks, I listen. And he gave me where it changed from the boat rudder to the Maybach and the Honda Accord, that navigational system. And I really, it clicked to me. Even when I teach these great things in class, but if a kid goes out and chooses not to use any of the health stuff I taught them, it doesn't affect their life. So you got to buy in first, you got to commit to being better, and then use your coach's navigational system. The best part we'll finish is wrestling is an egalitarian sport. that means anybody can win. Whether you're the strong person, use your strength. Whether you're the fast person, use your speed. Whether you're the smart person, use your smarts. You're tall and lanky like me, control the distance, get angles. You can wrap longer. You're short and buff, use your explosiveness. So whatever your certain, skill set and abilities are, use them to your advantage. Try out some different things. Try out different takedowns. Try some leg attacks. Try some throws. Try some things from space. Try some things from ties. There's lots of different ways you can wrestle. Figure out areas you're good at, wrestle them as often as you can, figure out areas you're bad at, and try to improve in those areas. Go in areas you're good as often as you can and try to get good results. But don't stay away from those bad areas, the things you need to improve. That's what the practice room is for. So use your coaches, but don't rely on them. We can't do it all, and we won't want to do it all because we're working with a lot of athletes, and sometimes we have families, and we want to get ourselves better too. So let's work all together in this. 1% better. I really like this. So tune your body up. When you're pulling up in that Honda Accord, be the best Honda Accord you could be. And if you're that Maybach, you're going to go fast. Things are going to go smooth. Make sure you don't crash into that wall, and use that navigational system, and it'll make life a lot easier for you. Jay-Z, he say, ho, sold drugs. So you don't have to do that. Hopefully you don't have to go through that. So I've made mistakes. Hopefully you don't have to do that. Listen to me like I listen to Jay-Z and I listen to my coaches before me. And we'll end it. Thank you for watching. As always, it's peace. Much love to you. Go get after it.